2019 NFL Draft, First-Round Order, Top 5 Needs for all 32 teams, NFL Pick 29, Chiefs Record, 12-4.480, Biggest Needs, DL, LB, CB, SOL. The front seven is going to have to be retooled as they transition to 4-3 defense under coordinator Steve Spagnuolo and replace Dee Ford and Justin Houston. There's clearly a need for pass rushers, but they might need help up the middle, too. The addition of Tyrann Mathieu is a nice start to the work that will continue on a secondary that was beleaguered last season, and there's a hole to fill at center following the departure of Mitch Morse. Safety pick battle, Kansas City Chiefs Tyrann Mathieu vs. Washington Redskins Landon Collins. Odds. Last season Collins had no interceptions and Mathieu had 2, but the season before both players had 2 picks apiece. As we like to say, don't bet what you don't have, but if you're going to pull some change out of your betting kitty for this one, looks like Mathieu is favored to win. Caveat: both players must play in Game 1 for action to commence. Most interceptions in the 2019 regular season: Tyrann Mathieu -150, Landon Collins 120. NFL, please pass this new overtime rule and save us from the Patriots. SB Nation. The Chiefs being the team to introduce this rule change might make them come across as salty over the way their season ended, but they do have a point. If the NFL continues to place such a heavy emphasis on offense, and that's not going anywhere, it's logical to give both teams an opportunity to score a touchdown. What to expect at the NFL's annual league meeting this week? SB Nation. How many Hawaiian shirts will Andy Reid wear? Every year, Andy Reid always shows up cosplaying as Tommy Bahama. For what it's worth, last year he was spotted wearing 3 different Hawaiian shirts. What rules do teams want to change in 2019? While those motions came from the competition committee, a pair of proposals from teams will also spark debate in Arizona. Kansas City wants guaranteed possessions in overtime. A motion from the Chiefs aims to change overtime rules to ensure both teams possess the ball at least once in the extra period. A proposal that comes months after Kansas City didn't get a chance to field its offense as the Patriots ran away with a 37-31 overtime win in the AFC title game. Think Chiefs Mock 4.0, 610 Sports Radio. Round 1 Number 29 overall. Rocky Sin corner, Temple corner. A Temple tough corner will play nicely with the Honey Badger behind him. 47 tackles, 2 for loss and 12 passes defended. One thing that has been missing is toughness on this defense. Matt Miller, who I highly respect, is moving him up to the first round, and I feel this is right. My friends at ArrowheadPride.com that watched him at the Senior Bowl came away impressed. I love his toughness and would be a perfect fit into what Spags is trying to do. How Drew Lock could be the key to the Bengals draft. Cincy Jungle Lock is a very talented passer who has an excellent ability to create plays when things break down. These abilities warrant investigation by any club, even if they have a suitable starter at quarterback. Just look at the Chiefs 2 years ago. Head coach Andy Reid had a very reliable passer in Alex Smith, who went 41-20 in his first 4 seasons in Kansas City. Smith's presence did not stop them from drafting Patrick Mahomes when they recognized him as a transcendent talent. Mahomes backed Smith up for his rookie season, and when the Chiefs officially plateaued with Smith under center, Mahomes took over, became the NFL MVP in his first year starting. Around the league, Raiders John Gruden: Derek Carr will be our QB. NFL, yeah? He's going to be our quarterback, Gruden told the NFL Network's Jim Trotter at the annual league meeting. I'm not going to address all the rumors. I could care less about the rumors. He threw for 4,100 yards. Threw for almost 70% in a very dire, tough circumstance. Yeah, I've got a lot of confidence in Carr, what he can do with Antonio Brown, with Tyrell Williams, with Trent Brown coming in here to help our offensive line. Browns want Kareem Hunt with team during suspension. NBC Sports. The Browns are seeking an exception for Kareem Hunt, hoping to work out an agreement with the NFL so the running back can remain with the team during his suspension. Mary Kay Cabot of the Cleveland Plain Dealer reports. Raiders lease for Coliseum oaked by NFL owners, ESPN. It is finally official, the Raiders will play at the Oakland Coliseum this season and have the option to return in 2020 should the team's $1.8 billion, 65,000-seat domed stadium in Las Vegas not be ready. NFL owners voted unanimously to approve the team's lease at the league's meetings here on Monday. It was unanimous. There was almost an abstention, cracked Raiders owner Mark Davis. 2019 NFL Draft, ranking position groups, strongest to weakest, NFL. Long story short, the pecking order below is the marriage of various assessments on the talent and depth at each position. And number 1's a surprise to nobody who's been following this draft class. Interior defensive line, defensive tackle has been held up as this draft's strong suit, and for good reason. The position could produce as many as 7 or 8 of the top 50 players selected in this year's draft. Guys like Quinnen Williams, Christian Wilkins, Ed Oliver, Dexter Lawrence and Jeffrey Simmons have received plenty of attention as first-round candidates, and the position's riches will spill into day 2 of the draft. 2. Edge Allen and Montez Sweat have huge upside, but Nick Bosa might be the safer, though less explosive, option. Depending on whether or not teams reach for rushers, the strength of this position should be from about pick no. 24 until the end of the 3rd round. King, Rob Gronkowski returning to Patriots in 2019 wouldn't shock Drew Rosenhaus. Bleacher Report. Peter King of NBC Sports reported Monday that Rosenhaus received a call from Pats head coach Bill Belichick to check on Gronk's status Thursday, and Rosenhaus urged the 3-time Super Bowl champion to make a final decision. The result was an Instagram post Sunday announcing his retirement. "It's time. I just won another championship. I'm going out on top," Gronkowski told Rosenhaus, according to King. "I just want to do nothing for a while. I just want to be me. I just want to have fun." Bills add veteran depth at corner by signing E.J. Gaines. Buffalo News. The Buffalo Bills made another move Monday to solidify their depth at cornerback by signing E.J. Gaines, the team announced. Gaines, who spent 2017 with the Bills and 2018 with Cleveland, agreed to a 1-year deal. He's the second veteran free agent cornerback added this month, joining former No. 1 draft choice Kevin Johnson, signed away from the Houston Texans on a 1-year contract. In case you missed it at Arrowhead Pride, Browns say they have been in contact with former Chiefs safety Eric Berry. The Browns have also been a landing spot for former Chiefs since Dorsey arrived in Cleveland back in 2017. Kareem Hunt, Demetrius Harris, Terrence Mitchell, Eric Kush and Brian Witzman are all examples of former Chiefs who are currently listed on the Browns roster. The Browns could also use a safety, and bringing in Berry may make sense if they can come to a fair agreement. Yahoo Sports indicated last week that it is too early in the process to expect Berry to accept a bargain deal. Chiefs won't open up the 2019 season, but neither will the Patriots. The National Football League has announced its opening night game for the 2019 season, and it is a departure from the norm. The opening game won't feature the Super Bowl champions as is typical, but rather the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears as part of a celebration of the NFL's 100th season. The Packers and Bears were among the league's first franchises dating back to 1920-21. Chiefs GM Brett Veach may still make more moves this offseason. Schrager, there's obviously reason for concern here. Dee Ford led the league in forced fumbles last year, and Eric Berry was not only the defensive leader but he was the locker room guy, and you're losing important players both on and off the field. I will say this: Brett Veach, their general manager, and I talked to him for a long time in the lobby Sunday, they might not be done. This guy is a riverboat gambler in every sense of the word. And you mentioned that Patrick Mahomes deal. Everybody was raising their eyebrows at the Super Bowl 2 years ago when they traded Alex Smith, and think about the draft before when they drafted Mahomes and traded up to 10th overall after Alex Smith had that year. I don't think the offseason is done, and I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs are done. The Chiefs will have another helping of sausage in 2019. Update, Monday, 11:38 a.m. Arrowhead timed the Chiefs make the signing of fullback Anthony Sherman official, via their Twitter account. Another year of the fullback position for Andy Reid in Kansas City. Follow Arrowhead Pride on social media: AP Facebook page. Click here to like our page. AP Instagram. Follow at Arrowhead Pride AP Twitter. Follow at Arrowhead Pride AP Editor-in-Chief Pete Sweeney. Follow at PG Sween 610 Sports Twitter. Follow at 610 Sports KC.